This is it. The last leather in Maine.
We need help. As a manufacturer, direct-to-consumer brand, we don't have the raw materials to make our product.
We'll go to Tasman Leather in Hartland, Maine, which used to be the last remaining tannery in Maine, one of the last few in the United States. Closed down during COVID.
When Tasman closed, I didn't know if because they closed, we were gonna have to close.
Luckily, we found another tannery that we're still using right now that worked with us.
You know, after COVID, we pivoted over to Seidel. They've been a tremendous partner. They came in and like, let us do it for you. A little bittersweet, the whole process, you know, losing an iconic Maine tannery at the same time, finding another manufacturer who's strong and wants to support our vision. It all worked out, good or bad, a little bit ugly. There's a bunch of leather left there that the Tasman family owns. If we can utilize that for our product would be tremendous.
It's certainly a dying industry, so got to do what we can to use what's available. Hey, we're about to leave for Tasman. What are you thinking as far as product and buying leather? And
it's military grade leather, so it's kind of got that like water resistant, waterproof, right, finish to it. My thoughts were you could turn that leather into a great flat sneaker.
I was wondering if they might have something good for like a traditional mock toe leather.
Yeah, I don't know, just feel it out and see.
All right, well, we're gonna head over there.
All right, talk to you.
All right, see you.
I really appreciate what Origin does.
Yeah, well, I mean, you guys were instrumental in getting us going. I wasn't involved at the time, but I don't know if you ever met Henry.
I did not,
So-
but you know, Made in America was really what we wanted to do. And we've been in the cattle hide business for 76 years. My father-in-law started it in Louisville, Kentucky, and it just seemed like the natural progression is to make leather instead of sending it overseas.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I actually lived in Louisville for about 6 months.
did you?
Yeah, GE Appliances.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I spent a lot of time in Kentucky because first out of college I worked for Toyota, based in Erlanger.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Erlanger.
Spent
Yes.
time in Georgetown a lot, and Evansville, Indiana, and San Diego, Tijuana, all that. So the whole reason I got into manufacturing after Toyota was I saw a bunch of Americans doing manufacturing really well, and the idea that like we could still do this. It's just takes a little more work.
Yes. Well, Made in
ones that are
America is
willing
that
to work.
you
Yep.
need to. We do need to make things in America. If we don't manufacture, then we just have to do it.
So I grew up in a small town in central Ohio, so same thing, all the factories left and all the decay that happened because of that. So, that's how I grew up. It's a very similar story.
But we can come back.
That's why I'm here.
We can come back. We're not done yet.
It's going to take some work.
It's going to take some work, but we're not done yet. So, anyway, well, come on in and take a look at what we have, which is a lot.
Yeah, there's still quite a bit when I was here last time. This is Tasman Bison.
All
that I'm wearing.
right.
Yeah, I knew nothing about footwear when I started doing this. I just knew, no manufacturing and operations. So it's been drinking from a fire hose for 3 years.
Oh, yeah. Your throat must be...
It's a lot. How is this as far as water resistance?
It's not a waterproof leather.
We only have one leather right now that's waterproof, so that's not a big deal.
I don't know who was it, Pete, that maybe did the YouTube video that said, well, what a lousy day. I just found out our leather supplier, she's closing their doors, and I thought, you think it's hard for you, Pete. It's really hard for us, too. I mean, Made in America is something that we should all be so very proud of. That's the part that gets me. My father-in-law started with his two brothers in 1947, and their first day they had 4 hides, and today hundreds of thousands of hides. So we get cattle hides from all over the country. When COVID hit and things started to change, it was, too hard.
I mean, at Origin, like, if we were to shut down, people wouldn't have
Jobs.
work. to supply their, you know, family. So it's just like, I couldn't even imagine like the burden that.
It was tremendous.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially people that you know.
Right.
Yeah. Fortunately, everyone was able to get another job and eventually, but it's hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, this is not perfect science. This is art.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway.
How are we looking, Andy?
What's the second?
I look great. There's a lot more to consider other than just this would make a great boot. Now, there's so many options here. It makes you want to be more of a like a boutique, small batch operation, because you'd be like, I'll just take some of this and this and this, but you know, we're not really set up to do that right now. So probably try a couple things out. It's going to be small batch, because when this is gone, it's gone. We won't be making more of it.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a unique opportunity for people to get something that we haven't done yet, and also test the market for what the customer might want. Well, we got one really nice leather that is going to be a special edition when we launch the new last that we've been working on. Definitely look out for that. There's only going to be 350 pairs made of that. And then we've got some options as we get ready for the mock toe that'll be coming this fall. We'll launch some special leathers with that as well. So too bad we can't do more with where we're at right now.
Oh gosh darn it. I'm gonna have to take this out, Amanda. This gray thread.
Oh shoot, okay.
Ay, ay, ay. The bobbin is supposed to be white. That machine's on white, but this machine, he just got done using it and it's on gray. The bobbin is what ties the stitch together. It comes up through and it ties the top stitch right there. We'll just take those stitches out and then we'll take that butt strip off and put it back on with white thread. That'd be
And
good
that
to
doesn't
go.
affect the quality at all.
If you only do it one time, no, it doesn't. But should you do like 2 or 3 times, it does what's called memory stitch. So it will leave that hole where the needle went, and then it would become a second.
Makes sense.
Because we want top quality.
Right.
There's a ton of misconceptions about factory work, that it's going nowhere, that it means nothing, thoughtless, that anybody can do it, that it's easy, that it's like the bottom of the work chain, I guess. That's not even close to it.
What types of factories had you worked in before?
I worked in a shoe factory, I worked in a plastic factory in Farmington and in East Wilton.
And then what were like the immediate changes that you saw right after that stuff left? Because you said last week that it left you guys lost.
It really did.
What does that mean?
There was just no jobs. We had all of this ability and craftsmanship and nowhere to apply it. So then you learned new trades that really weren't your craftsmanship. When you're making something for somebody, knowing somebody's going to wear that, it's rewarding. Plus, you work with people that have the same mindset, and so you just become a kind of like a family. And then when you lose that, yeah, it turns you upside down. Idle hands cause trouble. If you don't have something worth doing, then it becomes meaningless.
So last week we said we were going to give away this Nature's Metal Rash Guard. There's a limited supply. We're only doing 300 of these on the website. They just dropped last Friday. So go check those out. I'll link those down in the description. But the winner of this rash guard is Zach Church. He's going to be getting one of those rash guards.
Keep going, keep going.
So this week, since
No, you can just continue with what you were saying. Zach Church.
Did I not finish my sentence? I thought I
It's a
finished.
Zach Church.
No. He won a Nature's Metal Rash Guard.
Ah, nice.
This week we're gonna be giving away a pair of boots. We'll let whoever wins customize them on the website, and we're gonna make a pair of boots custom ordered. So all you gotta do to win these boots is join the exclusive email list that'll be linked down below, and then also just subscribe to the channel, like this video, and drop a comment down below. Pete, what should they comment?
Why Origin is better than any other brand that has existed ever.
There you go, listen to the big man. New video next week, later.
technique of the week? I was just
right here.
Yeah, I was just explaining to Dennis, I'm always comparing jiu-jitsu to other sports. So in jiu-jitsu, you have this thing called technical mount. I call it triple attack, right? If you're in basketball, somebody passes you the ball, what do you do with the ball? You bring the ball here, right? Why? You can dribble, you can pass, or you can shoot the ball. So I've got the mounted position. When he turns this way, right, I come up here. Now I like to have my knee right behind his head like this, right? And my heel's in tight here, okay? So I can scoop, right? I can go into S mount, plant my hand, bring my leg over for a submission, right? I can grab his arm, boom. I can roll backwards this way and take his back. Or if he bumps and turns back into me, I can go back to mount. Make sense? So it's a position where you have a lot of options, a lot of opportunity. So for me, I'm in this technical mount. I like to scoop here. I don't even have to grab this arm yet, right? I'm here, look, plant, and I bring this leg over. Now I have everything. I'm just gonna scrape and finish right here, boom. It's triple attack. It's just like lacrosse, just like basketball. It's a sport.